So I think it's safe to say that actually we are in the throes of a fraud epidemic in the financial services sector. In partnership with MoneyLIVE, we've actually done a survey with multiple experts across Europe, and all of them actually have reported at least a 22% increase in fraud in 2020, which they're also predicting that actually there'll be an increase of fraud for a further 17% by the end of this year. What we have found is 26% of the people that we have actually also surveyed are finding there are struggles between the balance of preventing fraud and maintaining that great detection rate without causing a problem with customer friction. It's a fine balance in preventing fraud in the financial industry. I think there is a perception of financial services being able to detect and prevent 100% of fraud without causing any friction at all to its consumers, when in fact it's extremely hard to do that due to the trends and sophistication fraudsters have brought to this industry in recent times. So therefore we do have to have something known as false positives, which does mean an impact to a genuine customer at the point of sale. And 75% of our respondents have said that they do feel the reduction of false positives is possible, but they do need this increase of detection to enable them to be able to do that. This is a problem that's been going on for a long time. However, technology and recent advancements in machine learning and AI is enabling us to actually make more headway in increasing our fraud detection whilst reducing that false positive rate, creating a greater balance in our favour as the preventers of fraud. It's an interesting one. I think up until sort of this year and last year, fraud wasn't really spoken publicly. It wasn't seen as an element of a bank to which a consumer looks for when they're choosing. Whereas we're seeing a lot more pressure coming from government and regulators to put more liability onto the institutions themselves rather than the consumers. So we're finding with the influx of digital banks versus old legacy tier 1 banks, people are being provided more about customer experience and that frictionless experience and that speed of transacting and access to money. This is then meaning there has to be a differentiator and a unique offering per institution to get that person in to feel safe. And this has been backed up by 97% of our respondents saying this will now become a core aspect of their offering in the future. Well, historically, the solution that's been taken is to focus predominantly on the fraud trends and tactics themselves. However, with the acceleration of tools available to the fraudsters, they're just as advanced as anybody else. We're never able to get ahead with this. Instead, we have to switch and we have to look and focus predominantly on the customer's behaviour, understand them as an individual and as a general customer base. And with the increase of data that's available due to that huge influx of digital channels and regulatory changes such as open banking, this has enabled us to provide ourselves with a huge holistic profile to understand who that customer and end user really is. The best thing that we're seeing is the companies that we have surveyed during our partnership with MoneyLIVE is actually they understand the size and the scale of this threat and the sophistication to which these fraudsters bring to the industry. And as a result of that, they are accelerating their development and deployment of advanced technologies such as machine learning, AI and real-time analytics to help them provide this balance and introduction of trust with their customer base whilst increasing the fraud detection potential that they have as a business today.